Hello, fellow couch dwellers. Welcome to another trailer reaction. Today we're doing Spider-Man Far From Home. This is the official trailer. Again, they always release some sort of teaser a few months out. They did that with Far From Home. And now we've got the official trailer. Just a heads up and a warning right now, if you haven't seen Endgame yet, apparently there are some spoilers on this movie or on this trailer, so you want to stop watching. Actually, who cares, right? We all know what's going to happen anyways.
They're going to win.
They're going to win. They're going to win, right? It's another superhero movie. Join us. Let's take a look at Spider-Man Far From Home, the official trailer.
The Spider-Man Far From Home trailer is about to play, but if you haven't seen Avengers Endgame yet, stop watching.
Oh, thanks, Tom Holland.
Let's stop. Oh, we're wanting to watch it. Okay. Hey, in games.
Everywhere I go, I see his face. Just really miss him.
Yeah, I miss him too. Did he used to date Iron Man?
I don't think Tony would know what he did if he didn't know that you were going to be here after he was gone.
No, it was his father-like figure.
Yeah.
You gonna be the next Iron Man now?
Well, no, I don't have time. I'm too busy doing your job.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Damn!
Man, shots fired.
It's like I'm too busy Dunkin' Donuts over here.
I don't really want to talk to Nick
Answer
Fury.
the phone.
Why?
Because if you don't talk to him, then I have to talk to him. I don't want to talk to him. You sent Nick Fury to voicemail?
I gotta go.
You do not
He
go
clicked him.
Yeah.
What up, dorks?
What's up? We're just talking about the trip.
I'm here in St. Marco Polo's.
Oh, MJ really likes it. That reminds me when I first fell in love.
Wouldn't be a high school set movie without a little Rochambeau action.
Yeah.
This is Mr. Beck.
We could have used someone like you on my world.
Your world, Beck, is from Earth, just not ours.
Huh.
Snap to a hole in our dimension.
You're saying there's a multiverse?
We have a job to do, and you're coming with us.
But I'm on vacation, Nick.
There's gotta be someone else you can use. What about Thor?
Off-world.
Captain Marvel. Unavailable. But I'm just a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Bitch, please, you've been to space.
Oh.
You won't, Peter. I want to go back on my trip with the girl who I really like and tell her how I feel. MJ,
I am Spider-Man.
No, of course I'm not.
I mean, it's kind of obvious.
Walk around in a f***ing spider suit.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen you, dog.
Saving the world requires sacrifice.
Remember that one time you ripped your shirt off, you had your Spider-Man suit under it? We got it, man.
I just always feel like I'm putting my friends in danger. The world needs the next Iron Man.
You going to step up or not?
I do like that theme, though.
Oh, the Spider-Man theme?
Yeah.
Remember when Aerosmith did it?
Did they do it? I did not know that.
I think it's for the first one.
All right.
Okay, there you go. So, first thing I'm gathering from this is Iron Man's dead, apparently.
These f***ing dunzos.
Yeah, he's got graffiti wall art, based on his life and passion towards fighting evildoers,
Yeah.
and he's no longer around.
Yeah, I mean, it just looks like, I'm probably going to get roasted for this, but it just looks like another superhero movie.
Yeah.
They've really have watered down the market for me, so... but, the running theme here, you've got, the first one was Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah.
And
In this iteration,
Yeah,
this is what, the third Spider-Man now?
Well, no, this is the second Spider-Man, right?
Well, this is the second Spider-Man of of Tom Holland playing
Oh,
Spider-Man.
gotcha.
But we had Tobey Maguire,
Yes,
and then we had, what's his name? Andrew Garfield.
that's right. Did he only do one?
No, he did two.
Okay.
And then now we've got Tom Holland, so that's three Spider-Mans now.
God bless him with the
Yeah.
span of like 2 decades, pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I just-
2002 is the first one. So.
And remember, before we watched this, we were thinking we both had not seen the first to this one.
Yeah.
But then we realized before we even
we
turned to the
both
light-
had seen it.
And I remember because it was Michael Keaton was in it. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh yeah, I do remember seeing that movie, but it was pretty forgettable, honestly.
It kind of was, yeah. In fact, out of the three Spider-Men, I kind of like Andrew Garfield the best.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe it was the creative direction.
Yeah.
Maybe that it was not the Mary Jane or whatever, right? It was
Yeah.
Gwen Stacy, so it was almost like a different. They split it up.
I'm kind of split on all of it. I haven't been like a huge fan of this series, honestly. None of them have been really that great to me.
Yeah.
Going back from Tobey Maguire to Andrew Garfunkel to this
Right.
the new British version of him or whatever.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll get it right on the third one. I don't know when they make Spider-Man Homeward Bound.
A Hero's Journey. Yeah. So it came out. When it came out, I was like 13 years old.
Yeah.
When the very first one came out, and I was pretty stoked on it, and I think I liked the first two, and then Sam Raimi jumped the shark with
The third one.
number 3, yeah, with the Austin Powers dance through the streets shots and stuff
When he
like
went
that.
full emo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely a bummer for a lot of people, I think.
But-
Including Tobey Maguire's career.
But speaking of Tobey Maguire and now Jake Gyllenhaal was actually supposed to replace Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 2.
Really?
Yes. So Tobey Maguire was doing Seabiscuit and got injured, and so Jake Gyllenhaal was going to be Spider-Man, and now he's playing Mysterio.
Good God.
Yeah.
What a whirly-dirly timeline that would have been.
I can't imagine. I could see him actually being a good Spider-Man.
He
honestly.
could probably pull it off, yeah.
Yeah.
For this one, what do you feel? Do you feel like this one had a lot of oomph to it? You think it's going to be the...
I'm so burnt out on MCU movies, man. Look, I know there's plenty of fanboys out there that are going to be behind this, and I was really stoked on Marvel when they first started doing stuff.
Yeah.
But if I'm being honest, I really like the direction that DCU has gone because it's darker, and as I've gotten older, I appreciate things that are a little more adult-centered versus, like, I don't want to keep being 12 years old seeing Spider-Man again. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, I'm ready for content that is based around more real-life stuff. And what Christopher Nolan did with Batman and what they're doing with the new Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix and stuff like that, these are all movies that I'm legitimately stoked to go see. And not because I was a fan. I mean, Batman has been my favorite superhero of all time. You know what I mean? So, I mean, there's also that going through it. But it's not like I wasn't excited to see these when they came out.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But I think over time, DCU has really kept my interest because they've continued to really take it seriously. And I think these guys fight, other than Deadpool, they fight so hard to keep it PG-13 and keep it super animated and super like mass consumption that I just haven't been as stoked on it, you know?
Yeah, I'm the same way. I kind of compare this, I guess, this era of the Marvel Universe movies. Although they're not as quirky and corny, I kind of compare it to after Tim Burton's Batman. I felt like those Batmans were like really Looney Tunes, you know? And kind of
yeah, Forever, like Batman Forever,
Yes.
and Batman and Robin.
And I
Yeah.
feel like, you know, the Christopher Nolan ones, if you look at those, although I consider the Michael Keaton versions, those first two with Tim Burton are like timeless to me.
They're amazing.
But I look at
Prince did the soundtrack for the first one. I mean, come on now.
They're timeless. But I look at Christopher Nolan's last Batmans there, and they're timeless to me. Whereas I look at all this Marvel stuff, and it's pushed on us so quickly that I feel like a few years from now we're going to look back at these, and they're going to be a lot of forgettable ones. So I'm not, you know. It's probably going to do well because it's a name. Just like Transformers did well, it doesn't equate that it actually has a lot of quality to it. There's just a lot of fans of it. There's nothing wrong with that.
I think that's been our main gripe, though, has been that there's been so many pushed out, over 20-something now, of these movies pushed out in a really close time frame, that they've spent less time working on story, and it's really just been, here's your superhero, here's your villain. They fight it out, and of course the villain always wins. They're so predictable.
The superhero always wins.
Oh yeah, my bad. The superhero always wins. Maybe I was Freudian slip. Maybe I want the villain to win.
Would be a cool difference, it'd be nice.
Apparently, in Endgame, somebody offed.
Yeah, somebody
Iron Man.
Rochambeau'd Iron Man over
That's
here.
it. I'm on vacation. Boom. But yeah, I think the one thing I will relate to is the story of Mysterio. I don't know if you know the origin story of Mysterio, but apparently in the comic book, Mysterio was a Hollywood stuntman turned special effects artist.
That's pretty
And
cool.
so he doesn't have any superpowers. It's all illusion.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, so like he's an effects artist that uses these, and he actually gets in the mind of Spider-Man and like confuses him, and at every corner is making him doubt himself. And just like in the comic, Mysterio wanted to start off looking like a superhero. He just wants to be famous.
Yeah.
He's always been behind the scenes. He was the stunt man. He was the special effects artist. He was never in front of the camera. He never got fame. So then he switched to trying to be a superhero. But he started out by trying to make Spider-Man doubt himself. So I think we're going to see that in this movie where
Yeah.
he is going to try to mess with the mind of Spider-Man.
Gotcha. Well, actually, kind of hearing that actually kind of intrigues me a little bit more on this movie then, because I didn't even know who the hell he was.
Yeah.
To honestly, if you want my honest opinion, he looked like a Thor, or honestly, like a version of Thor.
So that's what they kind of say is he looks like Iron Man meets Thor, right? Which he kind of does. But that's what he's going for. He's trying to look like the recognizable hero so that he can take Spider-Man's place.
Yeah.
Because in the comic, that's what he's trying to do. He actually first studied Spider-Man, dressed up like Spider-Man, robbed a bunch of banks and stuff, and tried to frame Spider-Man so that when he came out as Mysterio, he could capture Spider-Man and say, here's the bad guy, I'm the good guy. And he did it at first, but then, of course, Spider-Man beats him because the hero always wins. But yeah, so I think there's a lot of cool stuff to that, and us being like really big into movies, I think that at least in that, I'll appreciate if they keep that storyline going, and he is the stuntman turned special effects artist turned supervillain.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, man. And I think I like the direction they're going with Samuel L. Jackson in this as well.
Yeah, he's dropping bombs in the trailer.
Dude, you're coming with us.
They got him doing I missed it here, but where he's like, man, she going to space. Like,
Yeah,
apparently we're getting Pulp Fiction
That's
version
right.
of
We're getting the
Fury
Shaft
here.
version here.
Please, you've been to space.
Hey, that's probably all the cussing that's actually in the actual
probably
movie.
the-
You're like, well, we need to attract the parents here.
So you give this a thumbs up, thumbs down. It could be good in the theater.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to go see it in the theater. I'm just not. I haven't. I think I watched this Homecoming. I think I watched it on my iPad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of those, like, it's cotton candy. It's not really filling. It's just like, it's just
Yeah.
there. And you may enjoy it at the time. It's probably something I'll maybe put on in the background. I don't know. Look, when it's a superhero movie, but there's 19 superheroes in every single one of them, it's just hard to focus. There's so much going on.
Yeah,
and I
agree.
realize they're really trying to capitalize on the Avenger thing. That's why they pumped out so many Ant-Mans and this and that and this so that they could hurry up and get everybody in on the Avenger movie. But first, give them all origin stories.
Yeah.
I know I'm sounding negative here, but again, I just keep it simple for me, man. Give me a couple of them, but don't
Yeah.
give me the entire MC universe in every single movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with some of that. I just don't see this being I'm not saying this movie won't be great. Obviously, there's an audience that it resonates with, but it's definitely going to be something I'll probably get from Redbox if my wife goes out and gets it or something.
Yeah. It's something to watch with the kids.
Yeah,
we both
for
have
sure.
kids.
Yeah.
We
They'll
could probably
like it.
watch it. Yeah, they'll watch it and enjoy it, and it'll be something where I'll get a couple of things out of it, but I'm not penciling July 2nd or whatever it is down in my calendar to go see this.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to go straight to DVD, dog.
Well, I guess that's it for another episode. It's our third episode, and a little different because we started off with a vertical aspect. We were like, hey, guess what? We got a cool idea. Let's shoot this in a vertical format, and we can show it to the audience, and everybody's going to love it because they can watch it on their phone and not to do any turpsy-turvy stuff. And then YouTube said, you.
Yeah. So thanks a lot, YouTube, for really downgrading the quality of vertical videos on your platform.
Yeah, thank you a lot. If you don't know what's happened is that they've got an automatic filter now, basically that no video can get uploaded vertically past 480p. So we were trying to make good quality content, and YouTube decided to take a shites on it. So there you go.
It is what it is. So now, welcome to our new widen format.
Our new wide.
Our new wide format. Where now instead of being able to hold your phone ergonomically, now you got to hold it with two hands to watch it. So, there you go. Until next time, thank you guys for joining us, and always, you're welcome on the couch.
Nice. Came up with a little. Why don't you put this in the blooper reel, you bastard? Hey, and as always, you're always welcome at my couch. Su casa, su couch, all right?
Oh man!
Anything you want to run by me for the next episode? You got a
I don't know.
You're gonna bring out
It was on the spot, dog. I just was filling it out.
I like that though.
I'm like, as we always say, but we've never said. You're always welcome. Do you mind hitting stop on that?